made this video 1,000 times because I keep saying his name. So we're going to call him Bacon. What's up, Can Clan? Thank you so much for coming back. And if you're not part of the Can Clan, my name is Kendra, so don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I upload 3 times a week the month of August, and you don't want to miss it because it's going to be some juicy stuff. So I feel like I need to address the situation because a lot of people was involved in mine and my ex's relationship, but nobody really knows the root, where it all started, how it all started, exactly what happened. Small disclaimer is I am not bashing this person. I am not putting this person in the ground. I love him to death. He knows I love him to death. If you're watching this and you know I love you to death, I would do anything for him. But we have learned that we can love each other and love each other from a distance. Like, we don't have to be together to still love and care about each other. And we've both moved on. I'm in a relationship. I'm happy. He's in a relationship. He is happy. And that's just, we're on solid ground. We don't hate each other anymore. But how it all started is, I met him at church. It did not end godly. I ID'd him because he come up to me thinking that he was hot shit when he really looked 12. So I was like, how old are you? And he was like 16. I was like, show me your ID. So he showed me his permit. After that, I was just not attracted to him, seeing no relationship in our future at all. I was just like, no, like, you are unattractive, you got something in your teeth, like, leave me alone. Somehow, he made me fall in love with him. And not right then and there, but later on, we was best friends for a couple years before we had ever dated, and that's what made everything harder, was because he was my best friend. He was like my right hand, my dude. So we was friends for a couple years. He was obsessed with all this, would not leave it alone. Like, could not just be my friend. We never, He wanted a but we didn't, And from there on out, it just kind of like, he become more obsessed. Actually, I was out on a date, and this nigga was outside of the movies. And I was like, Bacon, you know we're not together. Like, why are you here? You need to leave. And he's like, no, we'll be together one day, you just watch. And I need to know who you date. And I was like, oh my God, Bacon, bye. So I meet my baby daddy, and of course we have a baby. 2 months after Natty's born, we break up. It's a calm, nice breakup. We just did not feel we just did not feel about each other in that kind of way. We just wasn't, it just wasn't for us. So we just was best friends. We're still best friends. Well, Bacon was there for me. I mean, he would sneak out of his house at 2 a.m. knowing he had to be at school at 7 because we were still underage to help me with my little girl. That's how good of a person and how big of a heart he has. And he was just such a good friend. And one night he was like, you want to, go out and get your mind off things. Because even though I didn't feel that way about my baby daddy, I was still lonely and I was just sad because I had Natty by myself besides with my mom and stuff. So I was like, yeah, Bacon, like, let's go do something. He took me to the lake. Yeah, and he was like, here, you want something to make you happy? And I was like, yeah, like, motherfucker was plotting. Let me tell you, he had been planning this. This motherfucker gave me something that kept me up for 2 days. Oh my gosh, I was pissed. And it made me horny as fuck. And he knew that was going to happen. So, of course, we hook up. Cannot get rid of him for 3 years. Not that I want to, but he does not leave for 3 years. That's how he moves in pretty much that day. So we're good for 2 weeks. Now keep in mind that he was trying to be with me for 2 years. We was good for 2 weeks, and he tried cheating on me. Stupid. God was like, that is a red flag, Kendra. And I was like, no, God, you don't know what you're talking about. And he was like, yes, I do. You need to get away from Bacon. I was like, no, I love Bacon. And it was the very beginning of our relationship. I didn't think nothing of it. We wasn't that serious. I was just like, whatever, blew it off. Well, we was fine for a couple months. We moved out of that apartment. We moved into the house. It did not stop. Natty was now talking, saying stuff she wasn't supposed to, getting into stuff, walking, and growing closer to Bacon. So that made shit hard. He just kept doing what he was doing, and I was like, I'm going to get you back. So I physically cheated on Bacon. I did not realize how bad stuff like that fucked men up. Like, it fucks them up way worse than he ever fucked me up. Like, I ruined his trust for anybody he's probably ever going to be with. And that's what I was saying. I'm no better than he is as a person, really, because I could have simply just left. I just needed him to know how it felt because I figured that it would stop him from making me feel that way. No, bitch. It made things worse. Jealousy was worse. He was lying to me about things he was doing just to make me upset. Like, it got really, really bad. Well, we tried it out for a couple months. We broke up. 4 or 5 months passed. I had my own place. I had a job. I was moving on. He had a girlfriend. I was actually hanging out with him and his girlfriend. You cannot be friends with somebody that you love. You can't be friends with somebody you love. We ended up back together. And as weird as me hanging out with him and that girl was, we somehow ended up back together. How? I'll tell you how. Because when you're comfortable with somebody like that, it's so easy to go back to them when you're lonely, especially when a kid's involved, because you don't want to bring men in and out of your child's life. But what she was around after that was way worse than bringing a new person into her life, because we fought and fought. I would stalk him at parties because he was being a little hoe, like beat him with hangers. He was breaking into my house because I would lock him out. I was sitting in the back of his truck so he couldn't leave to go be a hoe. I went to jail for this motherfucker. Went to jail, fought somebody in the middle of Walmart. Like, looking back now, stupid shit, man. Like, stupid shit. Like, why did I do that? Finally, I was just like, fuck it, just cheat on me. I don't care, just don't leave me. Like, do not leave me. And he never left me, but he wasn't ready for what I was ready for. He didn't want what I wanted. Like, that was just it. But he loved me too much to just walk away from me. So he's like, I'll cheat on her. If she loves me enough, she'll stay. If not, she'll leave. Whatever. He crossed a line. I did not even know that I had lines. Especially for him, I did not know. And he crossed a line. And how that happened was the guy I'm with now, I was hanging out with his cousin. Bacon is friends with her and her little brother. Well, Bacon went to show her little brother his new vehicle, and her little brother wasn't there. It was just her there. He had tried to get with her in the past, and she was just like, no. So I trusted her. I believed what she said. Her not knowing that I didn't know was like, Bacon come over the other day and hung out for a little bit, and as you can tell, we obviously have trust issues. So I was pissed, going the fuck off on him, like, why the fuck didn't you tell me this and that? Because it seems suspicious as fuck, because he didn't tell me. And he was like, I'm not arguing with you, I'm going to bed, blah, 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 I just got off work, this and that. And I was like, So I went to the gym with this girl, and there's a freaking fly bothering me. We live beside fields, and I think that makes the flies bad. But I went to the gym with this girl, and I seen an old lover that I just was like crazy about back in the day, let me tell you. And nothing happened. We just talked. He was like, how's your relationship? I was like, shit. I was like, how's your relationship? He was like, shit. I seen a friend there who had a friend with her, and I had never met this girl's friend. So I was like, hi, blah, blah. She was like, hi, it's so nice to meet you. I got you on Facebook. Whole time this bitch was talking to my man. Oh, I'm mad. I'm still mad about it. We're going to call this bitch Pineapple. Yeah, we're going to call her Pineapple. She had been, I did not find out about this until after the gym, because we would have had some problems in that gym, let me tell you. We would have had some problems. I did not find out nothing about this until after I left the gym. Who just can talk to, like, introduce themselves to you knowing that they're talking to Bacon? Who can do that? I went home or whatever. Bacon breaks up with me. Bacon. Stupid. Well, something was up, because Bacon just don't be breaking up with me. So I went, being the suspicious girlfriend that I was, went to his search bar, or ex-girlfriend at this point, went to his search bar and looked, and there's Pineapple's name. Me knowing Bacon like the back of my fucking hand, was like, I'm going to accuse him of talking to Pineapple, and if he did it, he's going to admit to it. If not, he's going to be like, what the fuck are you talking about? So I was like, I didn't talk to Pineapple. She told me everything, blah, 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 this and that. He was like, I was going to tell you. No, you wasn't. You wasn't going to tell me, you little nasty. But he had been talking to Pineapple. Pineapple had told him that he needed to break up with me because it wasn't good that we was arguing. One, you don't leave somebody that you ain't never left before because y'all argue because some random bitch you don't even know decides to tell you. No, you do not leave the person you've been with for years and practically have a kid with. Might as well be your kid. You don't do that. That was a line for me. That did it. I had to move on as quick as possible. So you know what I did? I got with old boy from the gym. I did. And that's who I'm with now, 6 months later. It was not supposed to turn into this. It was just supposed to be a quick fix, because I knew that if I didn't get with somebody, I was going to go right back to him, because that's how it is when you're lonely. You go back to the easiest person there is to go back to. And I had to get away. Well, me and the guy I'm with now, just, here we are, 6, 7 months later. Bacon has moved on. Like, he is in a happy relationship, like I've said. and we're just on good terms. Now, I started YouTube because of the community. I love watching YouTube videos about people who share the same problems as me and gives me advice on what to do, how to handle them. You know, it makes me feel better to know I'm not the only fucked up person in this world. I'm not the only one going through shit. It is hard to live in such a small town and see the love of your life when y'all first break up. Maybe not see their face, but just to see their vehicle. It fucking sucks, man. It sucks. Because you go from seeing this person every day, talking to them, to never seeing them. I've seen him once in that 7 months, and we talked about everything and realized that we are allowed to care about each other and love each other and think about each other. There ain't no way a relationship will ever work with us. And I think coming to that sense has made us both a lot happier. Because it's not like we died. We're still, here. We just can't be here for each other like we once was. So, I love to communicate with you guys. If you guys need advice, help, we just want to talk about some shit, comment below, Snapchat me, DM me. I don't give a fuck. I got you because I know the feeling. Thanks you guys so much for watching and love you so much. Like I said, make sure to subscribe and become part of the Can Clan because you don't want to miss out on some shit. Bye.